We have started.
Uh-oh. Now what do we do?
Now we link the stream in the Discord because otherwise people will not know we are live. Boom, there we go. It is known. The information has been sent. It's time for the Apollo Justice finale.
Yay.
Yay! It's Al. Al, are you ready for the fucking Apollo Justice finale? It's Pixel. It's fucking dark as mustard.
Everyone's here.
Everybody's fucking here for the Apollo Justice finale. Hell yeah. We're gonna start.
Pixel's here.
I said that already.
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Let's just get right into it. Right after I fix the screen size.
Hi, Dark Mustard. Hi, Al.
Al's here for Banjo, actually.
Oh.
We have to sit through an hour and a half long prologue before we can get to that.
This is the Banjo Kazooie prologue.
Yeah.
Cool. Is Zucchini here?
Zucchini is not here yet.
Okay. Hi, Jack.
Hi, Kari.
Jack says hello.
Damn, Pixel only just got off of work.
She's doing 2 jobs right now.
Fuck. That sucks. Alright. It's time.
One of her jobs is like a side gig.
Mm.
So, but yeah. All right.
Time to crack a cold one. And start this dang finale. Ah, shit. I already fucking spilled some on myself. Oh, we are off to a phenomenal start. Awesome. God damn it. I need to grab a paper towel. Okay, we're back.
Yay.
Amazing. I'm so proud of myself.
You're such a good adult.
I'm an incredible adult. Do you know how old I am? Because I don't.
You're old.
Yeah. Okay. Load this fucking game. Stop wasting time. Oh, hey, it's Phoenix. What up?
Welcome to court.
Phoenix, I don't think this is court.
This is court.
This doesn't quite look like court. I don't
Shut up,
think.
Apollo. This is court. This is notary court.
Notary court.
7 years, all leading to one verdict.
God, I was literally thinking, like, today, I'm sad that we don't have any more Zero Escape games to play.
They need to make more.
I know.
A verdict which you must decide. Is the defendant Ver Misham innocent or guilty? The courtroom doors are opening. The trial awaits. Are you ready to begin?
Preparations complete. Something inside me. Rising. Is this Apollo?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Probably. He's probably getting all
God,
of
there's
the...
so many. Stop it. Something important. Lost long ago. It's close now. So close.
It'd be Apollo or it'd be her. You know. What's her face?
Yeah. We're gonna pretend like it's Apollo.
Okay.
Damn, we don't even
Court
have
is
a...
now in session for the trial of Vera Misham. Chicken salad.
Getting right into the food.
The
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution's ready to rock.
Ooh. And now I have sausage and bread, too.
Hell yeah.
Prosecutor Gavin, how is defendant Vera Misham's condition?
Acute atroquinine poisoning. According to her physician, she could die at any time. Thus,
Hell yeah.
her absence from the courtroom today.
What? Wait, I have to take that back. They can't put her on trial without her being here?
It is unusual.
They should just wait for her to get better and do it then. Hot. It's so bureaucratic of them.
That's being a little harsh. They can't delay the trial any longer, or they risk having no one left to try. A trial without a verdict can only cause grief. The records of this case and experience tell us this. Apologies to the defendant, but the show must go on. Right, if Vera dies, the trial will be cancelled. I'm not going to let that happen. Mr. Wright told me everything that's been going on behind the curtain all these years. I'm going to get Vera her innocent verdict while there's still time.
Very well. Your opening statement, Prosecutor Gavin.
The prosecution's case is unchanged by recent events. Why did Vera Misham succumb to poison? Because she couldn't live with the guilt of what she'd done. But Vera was poisoned with atroquinine, the exact same poison that took her father's life. What better confession could you ask for? Being the killer, she would have access to the poison. She would have had access to the poison. Significant, since it's rather hard to come by.
That is true.
In other words, I see no need for further discussion. We could have had our verdict yesterday.
Well, Mr. Justice? If you have no objections, I see no reason to postpone a verdict.
Slant. What we need to worry about isn't the verdict, but the trial itself. The defense holds that Vera Misham is the victim, not the killer. There have been like a few sentences here so far where it feels like there's a missing comma.
Sure. They didn't have room.
If that's so, then you have to prove something. She was in court giving her testimony before us. How do you propose her killer poisoned her? Oh, And incidentally, it would be nice if you told us who her mystery killer was.
The prosecution's objection is sustained. Excuse me, I have to cut sausages.
Substained.
Sustained, whatever. Sustained. I asked the defense to prove the claims to this court. Tell us how Vera Misham was poisoned, please.
I've got two things to prove here. Who did it and how? Which to hit first? Doesn't matter.
I don't know, Apollo. Just pick one.
Okay. How did the killer poison Vera Misham? I will focus first on the method used.
Any comments before we begin, Prosecutor Gavin?
Not a bottle or container of the poison was found on the defendant's body.
I see. So the vector of poisoning is unknown. Is the defense prepared to prove how the poison reached Vera Misham?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. What method was used to poison Vera Misham?
The Cowfee?
No, Apollo, you dumbass. Her
Oh,
nail polish.
Yeah.
What's this? My, what a beautiful bottle. It looks like it could just reach out and give me a job.
A job?
A hand job.
I mean, I knew that's what you meant. I just think it's funny that you just said job.
I'd like to give whoever designed that a hand.
Job?
A job. A hand job.
Is that nail polish? It's colorless. Ah. Something the matter? No, nothing. Nothing at all.
So the killer put poison in this bottle and made her drink it?
As Prosecutor Gavin has told us, this is nail polish.
Nail polish?
It's like paint for nails. Know any women with red nails?
No, that's all natural. My wife has red nails. I see, so she's been painting them all this time.
What the fuck?
60 years.
What the fuck did he think? What the fuck did he how
How did this man get through anything? How did he get through elementary school? He knows how to make a killer beef stew, that's how.
yeah. It's the real reason why they keep him around. The guards love the beef stew so much.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Let's... Just the absurdity of that comment. So she's been painting them.
She's been painting them.
Let's recall yesterday's trial. Remember when Vera was testifying to the court? Oh, beef stew.
Beef stew. Beef stew, beef stew.
Nail polish.
Paint.
Whenever Vera became nervous, she had a habit of biting her nails.
Her nails.
Prosecutor Gavin? When the prosecution had Vera examined, did they check her nails?
Bailiff, have them check the defendant's nails at once. I'm gonna eat some more sausage. Mr. Justice,
Yes?
do you know who did this?
Do you know who did this?
Do you know who did this? Who made this sausage? Oh, and whoever the fucking put the poison nail polish, whatever. I don't.
Yes.
Oh,
That bottle belongs to Vera Misham? Why do you ask? Know someone else who might have a bottle like this? No. Just checking.
Mr. Justice, you were about to accuse someone of poisoning that bottle of nail polish. Please dispense with the chatter.
Oh, shit.
You realize the weight of this accusation. Here, let me show you.
Understood, Your Honor. No problem. I know what I'm doing
he-
this time.
All he does is he takes, like, a bite of, like, half of a full sausage. Like,
Who
who
poisoned Vera?
poisoned their mission?
They literally,
GI
like...
for nail polish.
They literally, like, give it to you.
I don't
It,
know who
it was
is,
Spark
Apollo.
Brushel.
I think it was Spark Brushel.
Like, they know it's not him, but they convict him on purpose because no one likes him.
What's this? Christoph Gavin?
What's your game? My bro, there's no way he could do a thing like that. You should know that better than anyone else.
I think his game is Apollo Justice. Ace Attorney. Indeed. He is behind bars. Chocolate bars.
I know. However, that doesn't mean it was impossible to do what he did. What? Ask yourselves when he put the poison in the bottle. It could have been yesterday. It could have been a month ago. Maybe it was a year ago? Or perhaps it was 7 years ago.
But... Christoph Gavin has no motive for killing this poor girl. It's simply inconceivable.
Prosecutor Gavin doesn't seem to think so.
Which prosecutor Gavin? Oh, wait, that's the prosecutor. Who's the defender?
That face tells me one thing. Christoph Gavin's own younger brother doesn't find it inconceivable at all. He knows that he's a piece of shit.
Well, that's true. Anyway, Prosecutor Gavin, if you feel there is a clear and pressing need, then we may have to summon Christoph Gavin from jail as a special witness.
Fine. I've known for some time that an impenetrable darkness lurked at the bottom of this. A darkness that has swallowed even myself. Okay.
What the fuck? Have you played Kingdom Hearts recently? You
Okay.
gotta lay off that shit.
The defense's wish is granted. Let prisoner Christoph Gavin take the stand.
Bailiff, begin proceedings to call a special witness. If only Cloud was here.
If only Cloud was here.
Yeah.
I wish.
The witness is Christoph Gavin, asshole.
Yeah. Christoph Gavin.
Christoph Gavin, currently residing in Solitary Cell 13 at Central Prison.
Ah, Your Honor. How nice to see you again.
It's been quite a while, hasn't it? Like, a year-ish?
To what do I owe the pleasure of your company?
You want some beef stew?
Why, yes, I would, thank you. It's not every day I'm summoned from my solitary cell. In fact, it's never. I think you already know, Mr. Christoph Gavin. Ah, Mr. Justice. I hear you've been doing quite well for yourself. Ack! Why do I feel like somehow he's still my boss?
Stiff upper lip, Apollo. You can do it.
Does this bottle look familiar? Ariadone? Ariadone nail polish? Why, yes, I use it myself. As did the late defendant, I hear. She's not dead yet! And? Was there something concerning this bottle you wish to ask me about? I admit I respect her for her taste in nail polish. Her taste, indeed! This nail polish was somehow how Vera Mission was poisoned! Atroquinine, was it?
Well, you're well informed about the case, Mr. Gavin.
Even in solitary, much comes to my desk, and I have nothing to do but read. Well, Clavier? Maybe you can explain this. You're being accused again. By him. Again. Ah, and? You agree with his accusation, do you?
Let's hold a proper trial, shall we? Christoph Gavin, your testimony, please.
You said there's only one, right?
Yep.
I'd be delighted.
The charges against you are quite severe, Mr. Gavin. You are suspected of poisoning the defendant, Vera Misham. Please testify on this matter to the court.
Witness testimony.
Witness testimony.
The last one. The last one of the game.
The last one of the whole game.
Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. I have been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? Her father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear. The prosecution's case holds. She poisoned her father, then attempted to poison herself. Surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father, too.
Well, I'm afraid the defense's claim is sounding rather unlikely. Because some guy can come up on here and just fucking lie.
Naturally.
Yeah.
We are in the dark age of the law, after all.
How long's the dark age of the law on, because it seems like it's been going on this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get there one day, but the sheer number of times they mention the dark age of the law in Dual Destinies is absurd. It's like all the time. For one, I don't even know the Mishams. Oh wait, wrong voice. Isn't that so, Mr. Justice?
Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination.
I'm accusing Christoph Gavin, my ex-boss, but I know he poisoned the Mishams. The question is, when could he have done it? Not to mention, why?
The same amount of times they said darkness in Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, not that much.
Like 75% of that much.
Yeah.
Hey, Apollo!
Hey, Trucy!
Why don't you use your bracelet or whatever on statement 5?
Okay.
Hey, Zucchini!
It's Zucchini! I'm sorry I burped. I'm having a bevy.
Now, look at his right hand. And then wait for him to say, her father too. Right where the scar is. Look down where the scar. There you go.
Ah, shit.
We'll try again. See how it does a skull face? Isn't that cool?
It was you who killed Drew Misham. A bluff worthy of your new mentor, Mr. Wright. Oh, really? But you see, I saw it. Right when you said, her father too. You had tensed unnaturally, and a little devil appeared to give me the news.
It's just fucking weird.
Apollo, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, what the fuck, Apollo? Jesus fucking Christ, are you, like, high on... Is that why you're seeing fucking colors around him?
And let's assume, for the sake of argument, that you saw me being tense. What does that mean? Are all tense witnesses guilty? And tell me, was Drew Misham fond of nail polish too? Sorry, but there's more than one way to poison a man. You don't need nail polish to get to someone's mouth. Ah, then I must be very talented indeed. Wait, what? Okay.
No,
You see.
It's right.
You see, just the way... Never mind.
Yeah.
Double entendre.
This is weird.
You see, Drew Misham was killed on October 6th, while I was already in my solitary confinement cell at Central Prison. If that's not an alibi, then I don't know what is. But you found a way, all the same. And I found it too. His pouty face.
You mid. Me.
And mid. Me. The coffee.
No. No,
The-
you dumbass! Why are you in charge? Why can't I fucking... It's the fucking stamp, you... Trucy's just mad. Don't listen to Trucy. She's just upset.
They ran out of beef stew and she didn't get any.
Yeah, she was the last one in line. Fucking kill the judge later.
I'm sure this commemorative stamp requires no introduction. Sorry.
Zucchini, the case is... it's a follow-up to what was happening last time you were here.
Yeah.
Apollo and Trucy are saying that Christoph Gavin, Apollo's old boss, was the one who in fact poisoned the artist.
Because she passed out at the end of the
Yeah.
last stream.
Well,
At the end of the last portion of this trial.
yeah.
Anyway. The night Mr. Misham died, he was seen writing a letter. A troquinine was found on this stamp, Mr. Gavin. So am I to understand this stamp was the murder weapon? Yes, you are. Oh, and yes, this stamp was found in your prison cell! 3 exclamation marks.
Uh-oh.
That is all, Your Honor.
Order! 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 Taco Bell order. Trucy, here's your chalupas.
Yee!
Poison on the back of the stamp?
After Drew Mission was killed, someone paid a visit to this witness's cell. Phoenix Wright.
Hey, that's me. Daddy? Hey, that's me.
That's when he found the stamp. You made Drew Mission write you a letter. That's how you killed him. What? My. You've upset my poor brother to the point of uselessness. Allow me to clarify this matter, Justice. All you need to do is recall witness Spark Brushel's testimony. Do we have to? Yeah, Taco Bell.
Yeah, Taco Bell. Well, Taco Bell.
Beef stew.
Flashback.
Beef stew.
Flashback. Beef stew, Taco Bell.
He was looking for a stamp. Ergo, he had no intention of using this stamp. What are you getting at? What I'm arriving at is that this commemorative stamp was in a frame. It was mere coincidence that he used it that night.
That would seem to be the case.
Or perhaps you mean to suggest that I can somehow manipulate coincidence.
He does have a point, dumbass. How would this witness know if the victim was going to use that stamp? Without that, he couldn't have planned the murder.
What? Really, Clavier? You should be seeing through these weak-spined bluffs by now. He's right, though. How could anyone have known Mr. Mission would use that stamp that night? Least of all Christoph Gavin locked away in his cell.
Oh, it seems the defense has run out of things to say.
You assume he had something to say in the first place.
I
I
don't
believe the
assume
defense's
anything.
bluff has been called. The defense's bluff? I'm not sure I agree with you there, Christoph. Clavier? Brother? Honestly, I wanted to believe you, but the defense wasn't trying to get away with a bluff. You were, Christoph.
What are you saying, Prosecutor Gavin?
Hair forehead. What was your accusation again? Huh? Oh, it was that... This poison stamp killed Drew Mission. Yeah? To which my brother responded thusly. There was no way to know when Misham would use the stamp.
Yes, that's right. Which is why it couldn't have been planned.
Tell me, it needs to be planned. Why? Why couldn't it have been a coincidence? The defense's case is simply that Drew Misham died by that stamp. That's all. Coincidence? Christoph, you tried to slip out from under his accusation by changing the subject. If that's not bluffing, what is it? What are you up to, Clavier? 6263? I could ask you the same question, Christoph. Heh. I
think
silenced
you're both about the same height.
I silenced the defense with the fewest words possible. It's called efficiency.
But, Mr. Gavin, that's impermissible testimony.
Good job, Judge.
He's got a little cue card.
Very well. I shall take his claim head on, then. Justice. What? You accused me of Drew Misham's murder, yes? Then, allow me to ask you, what possible reason could I have to kill a painter?
Humility He's talking about a motive.
I know that.
Indeed, motive.
No, beef stew.
Beef stew. It's hard to see how an attorney could come to want to kill a painter.
Now here's something. Why didn't he bring up the motive from the very beginning? Unless he was afraid it was a battle he might lose.
So, what does it mean?
It means there might be a weak spot. Maybe I have some evidence to prove a motive.
Oh, okay. A motive for murder. This is a vital, if not the most vital element in this case. Please consider this when making your statement.
I'd say it's about this vital. Come on, Clavier, I thought you were on our side. That's pretty vital.
Well, Mr. Justice?
Pixel said to give the judge a gold star.
That's 2 for this week.
He gets a star on the good noodle board.
The good noodle board. And then, I get a little brownie at the end of the week.
If he fills out the board, he gets a pizza party.
Yeah, I love pizza parties. Beef stew parties, too.
I'm going through with this no matter what. Understood, Your Honor. I'd like to present evidence.
Then let's see what you have for us. What reason did Christoph Gavin have for wanting to murder Drew Misham?
The cow fee.
Apollo? Jesus fucking Christ. You can present the notebook page or the red envelope. You just gonna fucking present that every goddamn fucking time?
I like to think that Apollo is just doing it to piss her off.
If you want to lose this case, by all means. It's not my head. It's yours.
Christoph Gavin's motive becomes clear when we consider why the stamp came to Drew Misham's studio in the first place.
And why was that?
Forgery, Your Honor. Go back 7 years. Drew Misham accepts his first job creating forged evidence.
I've seen that before. A page from a diary, wasn't it? Magnifique Gramarie's diary.
When I almost said Ace Attorney, just compulsively. When Attorney Phoenix Wright lost his badge, yes. This was the evidence he presented to his loss. Excuse me. This evidence is a fake, yes. But did Mr. Wright request the forgery be made? That was never proven. The defense attorney on that case was Phoenix Wright. Who, other than him, drunk with the prospect of victory, could have done it? And why would they?
And how would they rock so hard?
Just out of curiosity, do you remember this letter?
Dear Drew Misham, I've deposited the lot of money. More words. Oh no.
I've deposited the beef stew.
The beef stew in the designated stomach.
This is the first page. And this is the second.
That's 2.
Good work. Good job, Judge. Another
Those were
gold
presented
star.
in court yesterday. Oh yeah. That's 3 for the week so far. I'm on my way to that pizza party. This letter was sent to Drew Misham by the client who requested that forgery. That froggery.
The enclosed stamp was none other than the poisoned commemorative stamp. Drew Misham drew his last breath just the other day. However, The motive for his murder was already 7 years old. 7 years old. The client who requested this forgery was very cautious. He tried to erase anything, and anyone with connections to the forgery.
To keep them from talking?
But he made a mistake. Flashback. Beef stew.
No, the judge needs a Taco Bell, not pizza. He needs a Mexican pizza from Taco Bell.
Well, the thing is, like, the joke is that they have a Taco Bell in
The courtroom.
Well, not in the courtroom, but like in the
Yeah.
in the building somewhere.
Yeah. It's in the courthouse.
Yeah. So like he can have Taco Bell whenever he wants.
Yeah.
But
he just has to
pizza,
yell it.
that's different.
Yeah. He doesn't have a little pizza oven underneath his desk.
Just a shopping mall courtroom. I fully believe this. The killer's time bomb was delayed.
Hey, that's from the next game.
The poison stamp... That is from the next game. The poison stamp was sealed within a glass frame.
Judge, why are you breaking the fourth wall?
Where it's
It's my job.
Where it sat for 7 whole years. Zucchini is correct. Mexican pizza does go hard. Hair Forehead, do you understand what you're telling us? The one who schemed up the forged diary page was the one who poisoned the stamp. And it was Phoenix Wright who presented the forged evidence 7 years ago. Adding the two statements together, the one who schemed to kill Drew Misham was none other than Phoenix Wright. Sorry, but that's not how this is going to go down. Oh? Then how will it go down? I checked through the records on that case when I found this. 7 years ago, just before the trial began.
Ooh, oh boy, this is a flashback. I was going to get Taco Bell, and then someone shoved their receipt in my hands and said, "Go give it to that freak."
You know, we've gotten like so far into this game to the point where like hearing the Tristan Taylor voice come out of Trucy's mouth is just like, I can't imagine her with any other voice at this point.
I've ruined her for him.
Yeah.
And for
Everyone.
a few other people in the world.
And one more thing. Oh, flashback.
Yeah, that's
Don't ask
my
me to
daddy.
remember what his voice sounded like. I don't remember.
It's something like that, Daddy. You're welcome, Pixel. It's my job. You pay me to do this. I also pay me to do this.
You know, it's funny looking back at the first stream for this game and how you almost gave Trucy the Lynn voice
Oh God.
from
Fuck.
Ghost Trick.
Ugh.
Instead,
well, you told me not to.
Well, I think this was the right call, honestly.
I think so too. It's less hard on my throat.
Yeah. And also it's funnier.
It's fucking true.
Phoenix Wright was put on the case the day before the trial started. He didn't have time to request a forgery. The day before? Now here's a question. Just who was Shady and Nigmar's previous defense attorney? No, this can't all be. But it is all true. There was another man, a defense attorney with a badge on his collar. It was you, Christoph Gavin.
Oh, yeah. I got chocolate cake now, so, whatever.
No need for the
Order.
orders.
Yeah, no need for more orders. I have cake. What's the meaning of this, witness? I mean, defendant, her former lawyer, Trucy?
Let me begin by denying this. It's easy enough to look up, Mr. Gavin, and impossible to prove if you can't. Attorneys are registered with the court the day before the trial begins. In other words, no record remains in the court. How exactly did you intend to prove Phoenix Wright's claim?
That would be difficult. I'm afraid this line of inquiry won't yield.
Herr Forehead, are you sure you don't have any evidence?
What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks clammy.
Oh, clams. I'd love
Oh,
some clam
clams.
chowder.
Clam chowder.
Evidence. Evidence that shows this man, Christoph Gavin, requested that forgery 7 years ago. Clavier? Just prove it.
Just
Clear
fucking
up-
do it.
Clear up these doubts now, or I swear I'm off this case.
He must have thought of some evidence, Apollo. It's not the fucking coffee cup, goddammit.
Pixel said, I can't tell if this guy hates his brother or wants to clear his name. He 100% hates his brother.
But also, he kinda wants to, clear his name, if that's the case.
Prosecutor Gavin looks like he's in physical pain. That darkness.
Oh,
I just have to
my
pull that
parents.
darkness out of him, and proof is the only way I can. What proves Christoph Gavin's link to Drew Misham?
Well, Mr. Justice. You claim Christoph Gavin requested a forgery of Drew Misham 7 years ago. Prove it! Just fucking do it.
It can be proven.
Oh, okay.
Simply ridiculous. Why even discuss it? This evidence does not... Are you telling the truth, Apollo Justice? I am. Then, I say we give him the benefit of the doubt.
Very well. But if you're wrong about this, be prepared for a penalty.
Your Honor, you do the defense an injustice. Mr. Justice is clearly passionate about his claim. Should the penalty not match his passion?
I've never played Injustice, Gods Among Us, but, and I haven't given a penalty like this in a long time. Well, Mr. Justice.
Fine, Your Honor. All I have to prove is any kind of link. Something that ties Christoph Gavin to Drew Misham. And I have something that clearly does the job.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Present your evidence. Show us the link between our witness and Drew Misham.
The attorney's badge.
No.
The letter from Misham. Perhaps.
Yeah, do that one.
This evidence proves there's a link. That scrap of paper? I'm afraid I can't let you submit that. Is there some problem? There is. How could you possibly have that? You couldn't. Hmm?
Hey, that's Daddy's handwriting. Mr. Wright's handwriting? What's the meaning of this?
Ah, I see now. Yes, of course.
What do you mean, of course?
I just remembered I had a visitor yesterday. Phoenix Wright came to my cell. Except I wasn't there. Phoenix Wright? When I returned, I saw he had something of mine in his possession. Of course, I had no intention of letting him get away with reading my private mail.
Mail? You mean this letter was in your cell?
No. However, it appears Mr. Wright has yet to be cured of his bad forging habit.
That's frogging. Well, if it's a froggering, it's not a very good one. The handwriting's terrible.
This is Mr. Wright's reproduction of what was written in the real letter.
Reproduction?
When Mr. Wright visited Christoph Gavin's cell, he brought with him a small video camera. What? God, the veins on his face.
The little devils on his face?
He recorded his entire conversation with you, Mr. Gavin. And the contents of your personal mail.
Hey, is that legal?
Regardless, this mockery of a piece of evidence will never be accepted by the court. Evidence based on a video a man with no authority whatsoever claims he took. A man who happens to be an ex-attorney suspected of forgery.
Prosecutor Gavin?
Prosecutor Gavin? As embarrassing as this is for me to say, I'm afraid my brother is incapable of making rational judgments at the moment. Your Honor, your decision, please.
The defense claim is denied.
What?
What? What the fuck is up with this bullshit?
Yeah, they didn't put enough sour cream on my chalupa. Oh, and oh yeah, right, the trail.
Only actual evidence is permitted in a court of law. Please remove the defense's evidence from the record.
Better luck next time, Justice.
Murgagurg.
Murgagur. Is there a to be continued in this part?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Well, we've certainly taken a detour from our cross-examination. But the defense appears to be lacking proof. I'm forced to end the cross-examination of Christoph Gavin at this point.
Apollo, do something, you dumbass. Throw the coffee cup at him.
I'm thinking, but without evidence,
The coffee mug is evidence. Throw it at him.
I don't have anything I can use on him.
The coffee mug, you dumb... Whatever.
Very well. This ends the special witness's cross-examination.
It's like the one time that Apollo just does not acknowledge the coffee cup at all.
Yeah.
The show's over, yet the crowd screams for more. Only now do I understand why.
Prosecutor Gavin?
Frankly, I'm relieved. This has been bothering me for 7 whole years. And I'm tired of the whole youthful angst scene. Now's our
Isn't that like
chance.
The whole thing?
Let's clean out the family closet, eh, Christoph? Clavier, you're spinning out of control. Calm yourself before you say something you'll regret. Spinning out of whose control? Mine or yours?
Ooh.
Take a moment to consider everything you've built. Your reputation as a prosecutor. Your fame with the masses. You could lose it all, Clavier.
Apollo! Did you see that? He's trying to press Prosecutor Gavin.
Prosecutor Gavin, try to remember. What's really important
yes.
to you?
They are, Zucchini. Kristoff is Clavier's older brother.
You amuse me, Her Forehead. I couldn't forget what's really important to me, even if I tried. In fact, I haven't. Not even once. 7 years ago... Flashback!
Oh, flashback. Taco Bell beef stew.
The jar... I can never get over, like, the jarring difference in art styles between these two during that part of the game.
Wearing his sunglasses at night.
Yeah.
The only difference now is he's taken his sunglasses off. He still rides a bike.
Yeah.
His hog.
Cranking the hog, cranking the hog. I'm familiar with the trial. I've watched the video several times. Didn't you find anything unnatural about it?
Unnatural?
Well, you did seem unusually well prepared. I mean, Mr. Wright had only just presented it as evidence. And the next moment you call him Drew Misham, it was almost as if... what? Funny, it didn't even occur to me what to wonder. Or to wonder. But now that I do, I see there's only one possible explanation. It's almost as if, from the very beginning, you knew Mr. Wright was going to present that evidence. Correct. I knew that if I applied the usual pressure, Phoenix Wright would eventually come up with that forged diary page. Don't do this, Clavier. I know because you told me, Kristoff. What? It was the night before the trial.
And all through the house.
Clavier. Kristoff? Odd seeing you at the prosecutor's office the day before the trial. Ah, I won't be appearing in the trial, actually. Huh? Why not? I won't be facing off with you on your first trial, apparently. But in exchange, I brought information. Information? The attorney who will be there in my place tomorrow is not to be trusted. Don't even give him the benefit of your respect. Listen. I want you to call in a special witness. Then... I wondered about it at the time. How did Kristoff know so much? Prosecutor Gavin. Kristoff! We were supposed to face each other in that trial. A fair fight, brother to brother. I deserve that much. You let me borrow the victim's belongings. You showed me all your research on the case.
The victim's belongings? which would have included Magnified Diary, wouldn't it?
Mr. Gavin?
My, Clavier, you disappoint me. You find trees, yet miss the forest. You're the one who's missing the forest, Mr. Gavin. You can't sweep this under the rug. Not anymore. Tell me what was going on behind that trial. Why not? I've achieved what I came here to do. I see no harm in a little reminiscing.
Apollo.
I think we're finally going to shine a light on the black belly of this thing, Trucy.
Gross.
We've done everything we could. I hope it's enough. 7 years ago, the day before the trial, I visited the detention center at the request of my client, Zach Gramery. Two cards, one card. Red card, blue card.
Showdown time.
Wait, what happened to the weirdo-looking guy? Yeah, which one? Are we talking about Spark Russell?
You mean
Or-
this motherfucker? I was really disappointed. I know it said Scoop. I know, always knew in the back of my mind it was Scoop. But for a brief moment, I saw Can Smell a Poop from miles away.
I mean, it's probably true as well, Apollo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spark Russell's just not here today.
Yeah.
He wasn't called as a witness for this part of the trial.
Yeah.
He's still alive.
Unfortunately. To be honest, I don't know what his reasons were to this day. As far as I could tell, he dismissed me as his representation because I lost in a game of poker. I can come to no other conclusion.
Daddy used to say something. If you want to know a man, you have to compete.
Zach wasn't watching his points or the cards. He was watching the man behind the cards, Christoph Gavin. I couldn't believe it. Phoenix Wright, a second-rate attorney who relies on luck and bluffs. He dismissed me and went with that pitiful excuse for a man. He deserved to die for that error alone. Hold it! So the one who requested that forgery was... Oh, I'm not admitting to anything. My point is, these two men shamed me, and I could not forgive that. Phoenix Wright and Zach Gramery both deserved what they got. So you asked Mr. Misham to forge that evidence, so you could win! But then, when were you dismissed as Zach Gramery's attorney? You used your forged evidence as a trap. You fed me information about the forgery you made. Then you gave your dirty evidence to him. You're free to imagine what you will. My point is that all I imagined came to pass. Everything went perfectly. Ha. Ha 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 ha. Incredible. If I wasn't laughing, I'd weep.
Prosecutor Gavin?
Perfectly? You're mad, Christoph. Stop fooling yourself. What are you talking about, Clavier? Tell me, how did that trial end?
Cancelled when the defendant vanished.
Ah, I get it. So, Christoph. You've been living in fear for 7 years. What? You were afraid your froggery would be revealed, and your reputation trashed. You couldn't leave things to chance, so you watched everyone involved with the case for 7 years.
It's me. You know, flashback.
Titties.
My titties. Flashback. Whoa, wait just a minute. Did he grab his tits? Why? Also, Zach Grammary was seen by this reporter? How was that possible? Was he alive after being gone 7 years?
Finally. I knew this moment was coming. I just didn't think we'd get here so fast. Zach Grammary, gone missing for 7 years. Trucy's father.
What's wrong, Apollo? Go get him!
Right. Leave it to me. Allow me to refresh the court's memory. 6 months ago, Christoph Gavin was charged with murdering a mysterious traveler.
Apollo, just hit F5. That's fine, too.
What?
I remember him quite well. Shady Smith, was it?
Oh, I missed... Never mind.
I know, it's fine. I said the line.
I know.
Or the judge said this line. Poisoned, in a Chinese restaurant. Tragic.
That line out of context is not funny at all, but with our dumbass inside jokes and running gags, that was really funny. The details don't really matter right now. What matters is that traveler was Zach Grammary.
I think the judge lost a gold star on that one. Ooh, what is it, Apollo?
Huh?
Keep going. We'll talk about it later.
Did she already know?
Duh. Someone please explain this. I thought he died of Chinese food poisoning. Mr. Justice, can you explain this?
It all started 7 years ago. The great magician Magnifi Grammary's death started it. Magnifi Grammary's death and his student Zach Grammary, the suspect. Whoever defended Zach in court successfully would be famous beyond belief. Thinking that, Christoph Gavin did the unthinkable. He forged evidence.
Does Apollo even age? Yes.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. They all age.
Drew Misham?
Actually, it was his daughter, Vera, who really did the work. You took precautions when you had that forgery made, didn't you, Mr. Gavin?
Precautions?
To keep people from talking, of course. I don't know why I almost said tackling.
Tackling.
These two know too much. Leave them alive and there'll be nothing but trouble. That's when you planned your poisoning of the Froggers. A troquinine. Applied to a commemorative stamp. But luck was on Mr. Misham's side. The bomb didn't go off.
Hey, that's from the next game. His daughter. She saved him by taking the stamp. I see.
But that wasn't the only bomb he set up. The Ariadone nail polish, of course. You noticed something when you requested that forgery. When Vera Misham is nervous, she has a bad habit. A tendency to bite her nails.
Oh.
That nail polish was her good luck charm. Yeah, flashback. I'm dead now. Flashback.
He's got the best hair.
Yeah. How, if you had to wager, how much longer do you think is in this game? Think we have like half hour?
Maybe. We have to get to the point where we actually get to choose the thing. Like, do we get to choose the guilty or not guilty?
Right. It was his insurance.
I mean, if you want to take a break.
It is about break time.
Yeah.
And this is about as good of a break as we'll get during this part of the game.
Insurance? I don't need any. I have life insurance already, thank you, though.
We're gonna save. There we go.
Will we get to a golden Banjo-Kazooie?
Perhaps. Tonight, though? We'll see how I'm feeling when we're done with Apollo Justice.
Yeah, fair.
Alright. We'll be right back. Al says 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, yeah, that's about what I expected. So, I'm going to break to pee and get something to eat. We'll be right back. Okay. We back.
Yay.
Let's finish this game. I've decided, though, that I don't think I'm going to start Banjo tonight after this. If we were done, like, right now, I would say sure. But if it's going to be like 1:30 by the time we're done, then that's a little too late to start a new game.
That's fair.
All right. Let's go. Clean my glasses real quick.
Maybe I will finish the Delta Green edit.
All right. Insurance?
Oh, insurance? No. I already have car insurance, bundled with my home insurance, bundled with my boat insurance. Through Geico.
As long as she lived quietly at home, there was no danger to her. But what if she had to go outside? If she ran into any trouble, she'd become nervous. And the nail polish would do the rest. His time bomb sat there for 7 years. And then, they went off almost simultaneously. If you're finished, may I return to my cell now? I'm not accustomed to standing for such long periods of time. Mr. Gavin, have you heard a single thing we've said? Oh, I listened quite closely to your little tale. Quite an entertaining piece of fiction. What? Clavier, surely you understand. We're back to the evidence. The lacking evidence. Nothing proves a link between him and the Atroquinine that took Drew Misham's life. What about the restaurant? You killed Zach Gramery. To keep him from talking. I killed no man of that name. Read over the report again if you like. The victim was a traveler by the name of Shady Smith, about whom we know little else. You can't seriously think I knew that... you can't seriously think I knew he was that particular fugitive. Okay, then why did you kill him? I pled my right to remain silent. Remember, the court did not convene to put me on trial. The defendant's name is Vera Misham, suspected in the murder of her father. My trial's been finished for 6 months now. Damn, this game has not one, but 2 cases from the past.
Truth.
And one of them was earlier in this game.
I'm afraid we have strayed considerably from our purpose here. This court concurs with the witness. Is the defendant Vera Misham... Oh, it is the defendant Vera Misham who is on trial here. No! But you were doing so well, Apollo! As long as there is no evidence to support the accusation against him, this course of inquiry cannot find Vera Misham innocent.
Your Honor, Phoenix Wright has spent 7 years collecting this evidence. You still don't get it, do you? Let us assume there was poison in the nail polish. Who then was responsible for causing Vera Misham to bite her nails? What? It wasn't me, I know that much. The one who brought that poison to her lips was you. What? What? Evidence is everything. There is nothing more.
I believe this discussion has reached its conclusion.
Your Honor!
Mr. Justice, you have performed admirably well for a novice attorney. I respect your partner Phoenix Wright's determination as well.
However, without direct proof, you have nothing. Isn't that right, Clavier? Unfortunately, yes, Kristoff, you're right. That is, you would have been right until now. What? Did the news not reach your desk in solitary? The eyes of the nation are on this courtroom today. This is the trial case for a new judicial system. That's right! I'd totally forgotten. The juris system! Juris, you say?
The current judicial system has been deemed too closed off from society. This new system attempts to inject the wisdom of common citizens into the law, like me.
Oh no. Common citizens? Wisdom? Is this some kind of a joke?
No, but this one is. Knock knock.
What could we possibly gain by doing this? Who's there?
Beef stew.
Knew you were gonna say that. Beef stew who?
Beef stew. Food in my belly.
I was hoping you would just say, you want some beef stew?
You want some beef stew? Beef stew coming right up.
What could we possibly gain by doing this?
I don't know. Shitty laugh. Oh, you meant the judicial system, right? Never mind.
Entrusting our judicial system to a mindless, emotional mob of irrational mouth breathers?
Common citizens have something called common sense, which I have none. Common sense is not restricted by the law.
Nonsense! There is room for only two in this court. Me and the law. Keep the riffraff out. Out, I say. They're not in the court, actually. They're watching everything by video camera. Oh god, they're looking at us.
Oh,
Ugh.
oh no.
This is so unsettling.
Make it stop.
Oh, I don't like it. Even the judge.
He's looking up.
Ugh. I kind of wish that everyone in the stands was also looking. God.
Cursed.
Extremely cursed. How can you allow this? Incidentally, the one responsible for making this happen was Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright? Oh no. So, everything was leading to this. Of course. Right. Right.
He.
Right. Right.
Ooh.
That's what it sounded like.
Ooh.
I won't accept. I can't accept. This is no court. Law. The law is everything. Law is absolute. You'd let ignorant swine soil your courts. Kristoff. It's over. Clavier. The law is absolute? You can't be serious. What? Odd. I thought you spent your life looking for loopholes. The law isn't absolute. It's filled with contradictions.
The law is the end byproduct of many years of history, the fruit of human knowledge.
The end byproduct.
Yep.
It was just
It's
product.
it's the end byproduct of beef stew.
Then oh, okay, beef stew was the product.
Yeah, the beef stew is the product. The byproduct was
The law.
Fucking the law. Anyway, like a gem, polished and gleamed through trials and errors.
And tribulations.
We're not talking about that game.
That's a
We're
good
playing it.
game.
Yeah, we're playing a okay game at best.
Yeah.
It is this fruit we receive and pass on and face in our time. Oh, it's nap time. Oh, I still have lines. And it is always changing, growing, nurturing it is our task as human beings.
Except for you, Kristoff. You aren't changing. You've stopped. You're not needed anymore.
And I think he peed his pants.
I couldn't think of anything to say. Maybe because I still haven't seen enough. But someday, I'll know what law is. And I'll fight to change it if I have to.
I see no need to further prolong this trial, mainly because it is nappy time. This began as the trial of Vera Misham, accused of murdering her father. The painter, Drew Misham. However, several other incidents were reviewed, and we've seemed to have reached a conclusion. Before this court declares a verdict, I await your decision.
That's
Jurists
us!
of the court.
That's us!
Hey, that's us. For the death of Drew Misham, how do you find the defendant, Vera Misham? Innocent or guilty?
Okay, it's been a long time. Does this game have two different endings?
Yes. Yes, Apollo.
Well, we're saving.
Wait, do you really want to see the guilty route?
No.
Oh, okay. I can just tell you what happens if you want.
What does happen?
If you choose guilty, then the verdict will never be reached. Vera will die in her hospital bed because her condition worsened, and the trial will be suspended forever with the real killer never getting justice.
Damn, fuck that.
I turn to you now to consider this matter.
Duh. What? Okay. The Jurist Chambers. This ends the.
Yes. Oh,
Well,
go ahead.
you can do it.
Okay. This ends the trial for this case. Only the verdict remains to be decided. Defendant Vera Misham is currently in intensive care. If a decision cannot be reached today, it may never be reached. The factors involved are simple. Did the defendant poison her father that night? If so, she is guilty.
Or was there another reason for Mr. Misham's death? Did another person poison him? If so, she is innocent. A panel has been provided for each of you to input your decisions.
Vote now on your phones.
That is all.
Please. Wait.
That doesn't sound like the right voice. Yes, jurors number 6.
Who the fuck is jurors number 6? Don't remember.
It should sound something more like this. There's something in the jurist's handbook here. Persons involved with the case may not be jurists. That is correct. I've looked into all of your dossiers. None of you were involved with the development of the case. With the development of the case? I see. Does that answer your concern? It's time for your verdict. Make your decision in the case against Vera Misham. After 7 years, the truth is ready to be heard. Judge wisely, judge well.
I think it's funny that they even give you the option. We're controlling the hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
No way.
If you couldn't tell by
If you had the
silhouette,
fucking reflection.
uh,
And so a verdict was reached on October 9th, 2:14 p.m. The first verdict under the juris system. Innocent by unanimous decision. The record will show. This guy was fucking insane. That when the verdict was announced, special witness Christoph Gavin laughed. This was when he became the Joker.
this is his Joker moment.
A laugh louder than any ever heard before or since. A laugh that echoed in the halls of justice, lingering for what seemed like hours. October 10th, 8:30 a.m., the morning after the trial. In an intensive care ward, a true miracle occurred. Vera Misham opened her eyes. I like how it's the exact same like they couldn't make another hospital room.
No.
Vera, I'm so glad.
Don't cry, Apollo. I'm happy too, and proud. You did well, Apollo. When I thought about what if Vera,
Hey now, don't you start crying too.
I am an all-star after all.
Sorry you had to see us like this. Vera? Thank you so much. Apollo, thank you. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pressed you like that. If I hadn't, you never... Oh. Once again, there should be a comma there, I think.
Yeah.
If I hadn't, you never would have been bitten your nails. No, I was wrong. Staying locked inside like that, clinging to my good luck charm. Vera! When I opened my eyes and saw you, I finally understood. It's important to be a part of the world, to see things with your own eyes. It looks like the poison had some effect on her after all. It killed off whatever was holding. It killed off whatever was holding Vera back from life.
Apollo, you look dumbstruck. I knew you pulled through, Vera. I mean, that's what Apollo was fighting for the whole time. Your future.
I won't forget it. Here, let me thank you. No, really, it's okay. That's cute.
Ooh, look, it's me. I love it. Thanks.
Is that me?
She really captured your essence, Apollo. Well, I think so at least.
That reminds me. Do you know where the other lawyer is? The other lawyer?
Oh, you mean Daddy. Except he's not a lawyer anymore. He doesn't get his badge back until the next game.
It's my fault, isn't it? I'm sorry.
Oh, no. That's not what I meant.
No, it's okay.
I meant this game kinda sucks, so they have to bring Phoenix Wright back as a playable character.
I'm through looking away from the things I've done. I hope I can look him in the eyes again someday and apologize. I'm sure he'd be happy to hear that. He brought all those things for me when he came to visit earlier. You mean that stack of video? Oh yeah, that's how they justify it.
Yeah. This is just like if you play through the special cases that are part of what is it? Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
And they trek back through like every like major area. Like they have to justify why things are still the same. So like in the park where the car chase happens,
yeah.
they're like, we set this up as a museum, and we catapult people into the trees so they can relive the same experience from the thrilling game. Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
You mean that stack of videos? Mr. Wright finished watching them all?
You know, I knew my real daddy was alive. Miles Edgeworth.
Huh?
I was there 7 years ago, remember? I was the one who helped him vanish from the courtroom.
You did what? How?
I'm not telling. He promised me that day he went away.
No, a flashback.
Well, this is technically not a flashback.
Oh, right. We may not meet again for some time, Trucy. But know this, I will be watching, and one day I shall return. You're the next Grammary, after all. Oh, Trucy. In the end, he couldn't keep that promise, could he?
It's okay. Phoenix is my daddy now, even if he can't really play the piano.
I like how she always brings that up.
Yeah, he kinda sucks at that.
That
Should
he
get a real
can't.
job. Get a real job? Oh, and I've got you too, even if your voice is kinda loud sometimes. I usually have to turn the volume down on my headset.
Glad I made your list.
Apollo, you're almost like a brother to me. Hey, come to think of
Almost.
it,
Yeah, almost. Where is Daddy? The one who can't play. Do you know Apollo?
I think he said he had to meet someone.
Who, Mommy? I wonder. Maybe it is a new mommy.
Edgeworth.
Or maybe it's the old mommy. I don't know.
Teehee. Oh, Trucy?
Yes, Farah?
I was wondering, could you show him to me once more? Sir Hat, was it?
Oh, he's not been knighted yet. Here goes. Do us an impression, Mr. Hat.
Objection! Ahem. Not loud enough. And I like Miss Magic Underwear better anyway. Wait, Apollo, no.
Hello. That's magic panties, Apollo. Come on. So, your memory's returned. Mr. Wright, was this all part of your plan too?
You were the one that voiced her, right?
I think so. Well, originally it was Cloud.
Well, yeah, but then it became you.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. When I lost my memory, I was reborn as the Mariariar. But you knew my true identity, did you not? That is why you chose me as one of your jurists. Ah, you're thinking into it too much. Besides, there was no guarantee that regaining your memory would make you happy. Of course, it is a happy thing. For so long, I thought I was alone. But now I know I have children, 2 dear children. I'm so proud of them. This, too, I think, is thanks to you. Are you going to tell them? They do not know? Nope. They don't know their mother. They don't even know that they're siblings.
And they'll never know.
Well, it's too bad we pretty much the retcon parts of this game. I mean, I will go to them when the time is right. Until then, I'm just gonna fuck off. Don't worry. I'll take care of them. For you. They're very important to me, too. They're the only reason why I'm able to live in a house. A little annoying at times, but still. I have to keep an eye on her, at least. Because I'm the only one who knows how she really feels on the inside. Your bracelet.
Al brings up a good point. She could at least give Phoenix money for raising Trucy. Like, she is a rich and successful, like, singer-songwriter.
She should, but she won't.
She won't.
Yes. I've seen a lot of mysterious things these past 7 years.
But your bracelets were the strangest of all.
More than the Cyclops?
No, that makes sense.
Hey, it's me,
God.
Apollo!
Oh God, Apollo, shut the fuck. Turn around. I remember meeting him half a year ago now in Christoph Gavin's office. And then when I met you, two fates destined to intertwine. And I was there when they crossed. I'll never forget that. Such a small thing, that bullet, yet it tore who I was away. "10 years ago, during the summer of ska, during a simple rehearsal, it was a miracle no one died, but I didn't survive the accident. That is why I left the trope, my family. Now, my memory has returned. I am myself once more. For the first time, I'm glad to be alive, Mr. Wright. Speaking of miracles, Vera Misham regained consciousness this morning. I can only hope she's as glad as you are. It is a strange thing, fate. Sometimes a life is taken. Sometimes a life is spared. You know what I've been thinking? You know,
About beef stew.
people don't die that easy, really. Especially if they eat lots of beef stew. As long as they've got something worth living for. Like beef stew. Or flying spaghetti.
And that's pretty much the end of my story. For now, anyway. I've still got a long way to go, and this power of mine, I've lost the fucking... Well, there's the hood. Oh, shit. That's why people are smiling again. Hope. Yeah, I think I'll keep this lawyer thing for a while. Oops, training time. Gotta go. Cords of steel. Here comes justice.
Objection.
It's kind of like a... I don't know. Gotta
I'm
read my...
glad you're staying with the agency, Apollo. It's like you found my long-lost big little brother. Ho, and don't worry about Troop Grammary. Trucy's on the case. Know that I have this thanks to Daddy.
Trucy Grammary? Frankly, I got my doubts. But Pat Grammary? Now that'll pack him in. It's kind of an abrupt ending.
Yeah, a little bit. God, I can't wait to talk that fast, as everyone.
It's not every day you get the trial that rocks harder than one of our gigs, yeah? That's why it's over. The governors are breaking up. The news caused a run of tissues at supermarkets nationwide. You're the real stars now. I look forward to our next jam session.
The governors.
The governors. God. I kind of don't want to start talking about the game because I know another person is going to show up soon. Here we go.
Well, it's finally over. You know, thinking about it, I've been a piano player longer than I was a lawyer. Now that everything's sorted and I've got time on my hands, maybe I'll take some lessons. Or maybe I'll take the bar exam again. Ha 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 ha.
I'm homeless. Or not homeless, but I'm unemployed.
Yeah. Same here. What is a phoenix talking to himself now? He hears the voices inside his head.
It's Emma. So, I was standing around eating snackoos the other day when I got this crazy idea. What if they were golden? You could augment the crunch, or better yet, make them ding. And the power of science, although the preservatives might not be 100% safe. That's all she has to say on that.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Oh. Who's next? Who'll be? Oh boy. In an unlikely event you were wanting Russian feast, yeah, just come Bosch Bro Club. It only gets
No.
to a restaurant. Die, great challenge is being required. Grr. Then come to the hideout. You know who to ask for.
who'll it be? Who'll it be? Who'll it be?
Who'll be?
God, how many more of these do we have?
Oh, probably like 20. There has to be one for every character
Oh,
that
yeah.
ever showed up in the fucking video game.
Oh, it's this lady.
Oh, this was a cloud voice.
Yeah. So, Kitaki Pastries is getting back at its eastern roots. Spread the culture and all. Yo, boss, culture time. This is how we write root, capiche? But we're still about giving back to the people. Yo, boss, PR time. Oh. And this is how we write people, alright? Not that Waki's paying any attention. Ooh, kids. God, are we gonna have to fucking listen to Waki?
Yeah.
Oh no. We have to remember all of the voices. Bizarre! Chinese characters on cake was a fly idea like 3,000 years ago. Believe that. Man, you want to make it today, you gotta keep it real, you know what I'm saying? That's why I made the OG cracker, for real. I know it don't look like no cracker, G. What, you want to give me the call it... What the fuck is
The
he
OG
talking about?
muffin?
I hate Waki. What a garbage.
He's gone forever now.
He's gone forever. What a garbage character.
That was it.
I don't know where all this
don't-
talk about. Oh, it was. This
No,
was
you go
also.
ahead.
This was. You ask me, and
Yeah.
there's only one food. That's noodles. Noodles forever. I got a new one too. See, this time I just put a big chunk of salt in the bowl. Why pretend? Eldoon's noodles is about the salt. Salt forever. I want to talk to that dog again.
I want to put Eldoon.
Who would it be? Who would it be? Who would it be?
Who'll it be?
Oh God.
Oh god, this is me.
Yeah.
I have to remember his voice. My exceptionally quizzent nature has won the unconvivial admiration of something. You see, they used to call Wesley snipers the Wesley Sticky Hands. But no longer. I have a new name, one that reflects my true academic nature. Wesley Sticko, reporting. Your curiosity is sickness, and I'm the cure. That was not his voice, but that's fine.
Close enough. Oh
Nope.
shit. Brandon Gay?
Good job, Brandon Gay.
Who's next?
Who's next? I don't know how to thank you for all you've done. Light has returned to my life, and with it, joy. I may have lost years, but I've gained a treasure, 2 treasures in fact. I will think of them when I write my next song, but I will never actually see them in person.
Yeah.
That would be
like,
weird.
Why doesn't she just try to reconnect?
No, because I came from this game, I can never
Oh
come
boy.
back. Brescia, Brescia, Breschel. Brescia, Brescia, Breschel. Breschel here, back on the beat with another interview. Eh? How do I feel about how things turned out? No scoop yet, but journalist confidence in mint condition. And quote,
And then we never see him again.
And he died as well in solitary confinement.
It does look like he's in prison. I decided to keep painting. Originals only, of course. I suppose I'll have to see a bit of the world outside to find what to paint. But I know there are good people out there now. I've met them. I like how they're still using, like, the background with the forgeries.
Yeah.
The door is open. The world is waiting. Thank you.
Actually, the door's closed.
The door is
And-
closed.
Why did they put Spark Brushel in the solitary confinement? Like,
That's true. Yay!
yay!
We did it.
Why wasn't Valorant Grammary in as one of the characters that
Yeah.
show back up? He's still alive. He's not in jail.
It's true. Yeah. Well,
We did it!
that was it.
We beat the video game! Apollo
Continue on the
Justice.
next game, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies? No.
No, that's okay.
God, what a
Ooh,
what a
start
quick
that one next time.
what a quick and abrupt ending. Sorry, give me 2 seconds.
No, I want to listen to the cat. Hey, that's me. Hey, that's also me. Hey, that's Jack. Well, folks, that was Apollo Justice. for
Anyway,
your
yeah,
Trial
that-
Ace Attorney.
We need to give thoughts. God damn
Yeah.
it. So, it has been, like, this was my first playthrough of this game in a long time. And I tried to go into it with an open mind. Because I feel like, in general, I'm a bigger, like, fan of the Ace Attorney series than I was back then. It's still a fucking mess. And the first case really is the best one.
But
That's just unfortunate.
it's an Ace Attorney game,
Okay,
and
It-
it's very funny.
it's very funny. It's very funny.
Especially
It is
because we
still
had fun with it.
it is still an Ace Attorney game. It's a fucking mess. Like, this game is all over the place. Case 2 is like below average. Case 3 is fucking dog shit. And then Case 4 is like one of the weakest like final cases in the series, in
I mean,
my
it's
opinion.
cool, but
It's
yeah.
cool, but like it's just not super memorable.
I mean, it's memorable, but only because it has like the what is it, I'm even forgetting what it's called, the Mason system.
The Masons, yeah, when they
Yeah,
which was just kind of like thrown in there as like a quick and easy way to just like give you all the information you need for the final
Brushel.
and Brushel. That's true.
To be fair, Brushel existed.
Yeah.
He wasn't as bad as I remember. He's still bad.
Okay, I will say I walked out of this case hating Brushel less than Mike Meekins. So,
That's true.
and
But
Mike
also,
Meekins
you had
only had one scene.
you
but
had
he-
to voice Mike Meekins, so
True,
there's that.
and he was awful.
yeah, it's funny.
I still had a fun time doing the voices for all these
yeah.
characters, but like this is still, I would say, my least favorite Ace Attorney game. Even less than Justice for All, which like is also a mess, and 2 of the cases in it are like total dog shit. But that one also has Farewell My Turnabout, so
It is a really good.
it has one really good case, and that one really good case is like a third of the total game.
Yeah.
So-
Whereas this one, the first case, while
Really, okay, first case, really good, but it's also only like 3 hours long.
yeah. But for as far as first cases go, like it's probably
It's one of the best ones, actually.
yeah. I would say God, what? I think we said it while we were playing it, but like the Great Ace Attorney case ones like are both also like up there.
Yeah.
And then like the original Case 1?
The original Case 1 is kind of...
It's fine.
It's fine. It's like
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like the original tutorial, so.
Yeah.
I guess Trials and Tribulations Case 1 is also.
I was going to say
yeah.
Trials and Tribulations Case
Yeah.
1. Out of
Out
10,
of 10? For this whole game?
for this entire game, I would say I would say like the whole experience is like a net positive, but like
Yeah.
I wouldn't give it anything higher than like a 6 out of 10.
I'd say like a 6.
Like where Trials and Tribulations is like a 10, this game is like a 6.
Yeah. Don't worry. One day, we will do I want to do a whole series ranking,
True, yeah.
and I want to do a whole, like, case-by-case ranking.
Oh yeah, that will happen once we clear this trilogy, and probably do Layton versus Ace Attorney at some point. I would say that's probably almost certainly
Yeah.
going to be a thing.
Will they be patron videos? I don't know.
But anyway, the next time... Warning, this museum section contains spoilers. Well, never mind. Okay. Don't want to look at that just yet. But anyway, the next time we resume the Ace Attorney franchise, we will be playing Dual Destinies, which... Well, in this one, the DLC case about the whale is my favorite case. So...
The DLC case is by far... Both this game and the next game, the DLC cases are probably the strongest cases.
Yeah. I still haven't played the DLC case for Spirit of Justice, but I'm waiting until we play it
We're gonna have so much fun.
because I know I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Apollo loses an eye. Yes, Apollo. We'll get there.
we'll get there.
Don't worry. We'll get there.
We will get there. All will be explained. Apollo's backstory gets weird.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So next week,
next
tell them
week,
what they've won.
tell them what they've won. You voted for it. It's gonna happen. The next Gaming Stooges, well, the next stream by me is gonna be Banjo-Kazooie, as voted by you on patreon.com/Gaming Stooges.
Yay!
Yay! Yeah. So join us for that next week. We will see you then. Thank you for joining Al. Thank you for joining Zucchini. Thank you for joining Pixel. Thank you for joining Darkest Mustard. We will be back next week with Banjo-Kazooie. And yeah. See you then. Bye.
Bye.